Alright, so here we have Skull Buster, one of the Reavers. Looks very nice. This is, those of you that collect Marvel Legends, you'll recognize this mold. This is the Deathlock mold. But the good news is, even though it's a reused mold, this is a very good mold because it has the bionic cybernetic parts, and they look very good for the Reavers. Fits them well. So you have Skull Buster, and then you get the alternate head of Reese, I believe his name was. So if you get another Skull Buster figure, you can put this head on there, and then you got a whole another Reaver. This head looks brand new. I've never seen any of this stuff before, so this is a new mold. Very nice looking. Very well done. And it comes with the Deathlock gun in a different color. Then you've got Blink. And this is the Mystique body, looks like. Paint's well done on this one though. Looks very nice. Mold fits. Nice face sculpt. It is a different face sculpt from Mystique, so it's not like it's a reuse from that. If this is a reuse, I'm not sure what it's from. The hair also looks different, so I want to say that the head is completely new. Not completely sure on that, but it does look new. And then they also redid her loincloths, so it's kind of blowing in the wind. And she comes with a few effects here. She's got her blink effect for jumping in and out of portals, and a couple of projectile effects. Then you got Weapon X Wolverine. This is very well done. I'm really liking this one. It's got the Weapon X Department H helmet and apparatus, all kinds of gadgets and stuff hanging from his belt, connected to hoses. This is very well done. See the detail there with the hair painted on him. This is a very well done Wolverine. Now this helmet piece does not come off, so this whole head piece is one piece, but he does come with an alternate head that is his wild feral self. So that's also nice. And you got Jubilee. She looks very good. Very X-Men animated series. Reboot of X-Men in the 90s. X-Men 1 looking Jim Lee style. She's got her. This pair of glasses is seems like it's glued on. I tried to monkey with it a little bit and it did not come off, so I'm assuming that it's glued on. Oops. Sorry about that, Jude. And then they actually give you two pairs of glasses. One for the alternate head, and then I guess one if you lose it. So that's nice. And then your alternate head has her blowing a bubble with some bubble gum. Very teenager-esque. So after Jubilee, we got Forge. He looks very nice, very good. Much better than the Toy Biz previous version. He does have a bionic leg. He does have the holster. This is one of those classic holsters we've seen a few times in different figures. Has the fancy Native American boots. These pieces do slide down, so you kind of got to push them up to the point where the friction will keep them on, but it's pretty good. Nice colors. Very nice paint on the head. Head sculpt looks good. Very nice forge. And he comes with a new rifle. Haven't seen this one before. Maybe it's been out before and I missed it, but I haven't seen this one before. And also a new handgun, which will fit into his side holster. And you got Beast. Very nice looking. He has a lot of articulation. He's got butterfly joints at the shoulders. He has a toe joint, which we haven't seen one of those in regular Marvel Legends figures in a while. I know his Toy Biz version had a toe joint, but this one has a toe joint. Can do the full splits. Thigh rotation. Has a double ab crunch. There's a joint here, and you got the joint here, so he can twist at the mid chest, and he can bend over real far. He's gonna be fun to pose with. Then we've got Gambit. Now, I will say that Gambit, head sculpt wise, I like his head sculpt. I'm not a huge fan of the blown away hair. Looks a little weird, but it's not horrible, but I'm sure some people will probably gripe about it. The rest of him looks really good though. Very true to the 90s look for Gambit in the Jim Lee version. Coat's a little stiff. This is the same trench coat that you got with Multiple Man. Can't do a whole lot of poses with this. It's not very flexible. I'm wondering if I can put the old school soft goods trench coat on him and make it look right. Might not be able to because of his arms, but this is a good Gambit. Alright, here's some comparisons. We have Skullbuster with the Deathlock mold. This is a custom version of Maverick that I made using the Deathlock mold. And as you can see, it's very similar. Pretty much the same except for the jacket. And then obviously the head sculpt is different from the Deathlock mold. But the body, the torso, the arms, the legs, knees, boots, feet, even the holster and the belt, all pretty much the same. Alright, here we have Blink with Mystique. And you know, I'm trying to decide if this is the same mold. If not the same, it's very similar, but there are subtle differences. The chest looks a little bit skinnier on Blink. The midsection looks slightly different. Looks a little bit more defined on Blink. I don't know if it's because Mystique's shirt is white. I don't know, not sure. And then also their musculature is a little bit different. You can see the difference there. Blink looks like she's been in the weight room a little bit more than Mystique. Just saying, she's a little bit more cut. So maybe it is a new mold, just a similar mold, not sure. So just something that I noticed, not really a big deal to me, but they do look like it might be a slightly different mold, at least as far as the upper torso and the arms. Alright, here's the Weapon X Wolverine with all my other Wolverines. We got the brown and yellow costume Wolverine. We got the old school Toy Biz Wolverine with his street clothes and wife beater on. You got the plain clothes Wolverine with the leather jacket. And then we got the tiger stripe Wolverine. And you know, I didn't really realize that I had this many Wolverine figures, but there we go. And they all fit. I like that the fact that Marvel Legends makes Wolverine look like the comic Wolverine. He's short, he's stubby, he looks like somebody who has severe short man complex, and that is why he is who he is. Okay, so here we have a nice comparison from old school to new school. So you got the old school Gambit and the new school Gambit. Definitely the new one is a lot brighter, paint looks better. I'm gonna say that the face sculpt probably actually looks better too. Obviously he's taller because they made the Marvel Legends figures a little bit bigger nowadays. But I do still like that cloth trench coat. I'm not sure it would actually work on the new Gambit, so I might just be stuck with the plastic one. Not sure. That's a bit of a toss-up. I do like the old school one's hair a little bit better. I will say that. So that's new Hasbro Marvel Legends and Toy Biz. Then you have the Beast. You got the Hasbro one on the left here, and you got the Toy Biz one on the right. And to be perfectly honest, that Toy Biz one still actually looks pretty good. And its articulation was ahead of its time. It doesn't have a torso twist or an ab crunch, and it doesn't have the butterfly joints in the shoulders, but I mean its legs and fingers and even its mouth, you can open up its mouth. I mean that's some next level articulation. So somebody like me who does stop motions, it's kind of nice to have a figure whose mouth opens up and closes. You can do a lot of stuff with that. And then his fingers moved, wrist moved. I mean, it's still a nice figure. I still like that figure. I mean, the newer one looks a lot shinier and paint looks very nice, and it's a very well done figure in my opinion. But the old one still looks pretty good. I still like the old one. So I'm gonna have to find a use for it. Maybe Dark Beast? I don't know. That might work. Now let's have a look at Caliban. All right, so here we have Caliban all put together, and he looks very good. This is his look from the 90s. I believe that this first look may have debuted in New Mutants. I know I had a comic in New Mutants like 97 or 98 or so, where Caliban was in the sewers and Sabretooth was chasing a new mutant named Richter. And Caliban was hunting Sabretooth because he was trying to make him pay for the mutant massacre where the Marauders came in and killed all the Morlocks. And this is his apocalypse influenced super form, because Caliban was really just not like a very imposing mutant. He was kind of also ran just Morlock, and Apocalypse got a hold of him and turned him into this beast. So he looks very nice. He's one of Apocalypse's hounds right now, and he's looking very imposing. This is a very nice rendition of Caliban. I mean, he is big, he is imposing, he's very muscular, he looks vicious. This is the mutant that could go toe-to-toe with Sabretooth in the sewers and hold his own. So this is a nice rendition of the character. He's a typical articulation for a build-a-figure of this size, although he is pretty flexible. He can get spread out pretty far, and his arms can go up pretty high. I mean, you can get him in some really good poses, and his legs and arms are pretty spread out, and he's good balance too, looking like I'm putting him in poses pretty easily, and he's holding them without me having to mess with him a whole lot. So this is a really good build-a-figure. This one is worth the money. Very nice. Very impressed with this one. Nice head sculpt too. Very nice head sculpt. All right, so that is my unboxing of the X-Men Wave. We got Skullbuster, Blink, Weapon X Wolverine, Jubilee. We got Forge over here. We got Beast. We got Gambit, and then we have the Build-A-Figure Caliban. And I was lucky enough to find all of these at the same store at the same time, just randomly, and you know, I got lucky. I've been hearing about lots of people trying to find them and can't find them, so I guess just keep looking because they're out there. You just gotta get lucky, I guess. All right.